Hey everyone, Kelsey here with the Marks Group. Today we are going over some more Microsoft Dynamics CRM tips and tricks. What I have for you today is they all involve JavaScript, but they're not really related other than that. So they're kind of a variety of different things that we're going to go over. And all of these can also be reviewed in step-by-step on our blog at blog.marksgroup.net. So I encourage you to check that out as well if you need a step-by-step or written tutorial. All right, so the first thing we're going to go over is how to change the default lookup dialog view. And the default lookup dialog view is when you are, let's see, so I'll show you here. So when you look up a product, or in this case, it's a product, when you go to look up more records, this form or dialog box right here is called a lookup dialog view. So on the opportunity, you can see that the default view when you're selecting a product is the products in parent price list. So it's only giving you the products that are in the price list that you selected. So let me go back out to my opportunity. Okay. Now, I had a client recently where they wanted to add products to the quote. Normally in CRM, you add products to the opportunity and then you create a quote. And when you create a quote, the products that are on the opportunity automatically transfer over to the quote that you're creating. So it's real seamless. They copy over like a child-parent relationship. You can see that here. So I've got 4 products on my opportunity, and when I create a new quote, it will show the same exact 4 products. Now my customer was looking to add products directly to the quote. So they would start here from the quote and add products instead of at the opportunity level. So the default behavior is, when you're looking for products, is to search all of the price lists. So you can see we've got 9 different products in our demo site. So we've got lift rentals and online subscriptions and demo services, and obviously those aren't really related. And then when you look up here, you can see them all again. So if you've got hundreds or thousands of products in your catalog, then this isn't really helpful because now you're searching the entire product catalog instead of just the price list that you want. So in order to change the lookup view, we have to add a little bit of JavaScript to the onload event for the form. So here we're going to edit the quote product form. So you'll go to form properties, and then you have to add or create a library. So to show you today, I'm going to actually create one that's new. So we'll go through the steps, and I'll call it Hangout Library. All right, so our type is going to be JavaScript, and the language will be English. And then right here, you can add your JavaScript. So think of this just as a regular text editor. You just copy and paste your code. So the snippet that I have in on the blog is what I'm going to copy and paste right here. So we'll just do that really quickly. It's very simple. This is a GUID that I found by searching online. So it was really easy. Hit OK. And then I will save and publish. It's a little slow, but it's working. Okay, so we can close out of there. Now we have our new library that we just created. We'll add it to this form. And then down here, it's called an event handler. So you need to add the function that was on your in your library. So in our case, the function is set view ID. So I'll copy that and then I'll add it down here. We already have our library chosen for us. Paste the function, make sure it's enabled, hit OK, hit OK. All right, so now we will save and publish our quote product form, and then we'll go out and see the changes. All right, so we need to refresh this. Get a new product form. Okay. Now in our drop down, we've got only 5 products. And when we go to look up more records, we see those 5 instead of the 9 that we had before. You no longer see that Lyft rental one or the online subscription, those other products that weren't related to our demo price list. So again, that can be really helpful when you have a lot of products in your product catalog and you don't want your users sifting through every single product. You want them to only see the products that are in the price list that they've chosen. All right, close out of that, X out of here. Okay. The next thing that we're going to go over is changing a view, or also similar to the last one, a lookup view for a field on the contact form. So by default, the company name here, as you can see on the contact form, will give you companies or accounts as well as contacts. So if I hover over this, you can see that the description is you can select the parent account or parent contact for this contact record. So I haven't had a lot of customers that actually use this for customer or contacts. They usually only want to put the account name in there. So let me show you how it works by default. If I search for this, it gives me all of the account names first that include this demo_PA, and then it also provides me with contacts. So a lot of customers or clients of mine don't really understand that because they see company name and then why are we seeing contacts? So in order to make it a little more streamlined, and especially if you have a lot of contacts or a lot of companies in your CRM, you can filter this view so that you only see accounts and not contacts. Again, this is something that we will add to the onload event for the form. So we're going to go into our form editor, and then we're going to go to the form properties, and I'm going to use the library that I just created for the quote view that I changed. So I'm going to go into that, and I'm going to add my JavaScript from the blog. Again, you should just go there to get this information. It's blog.marksgroup.net. Copy and paste that into here, and then grab the name of this function and add it to our onload event for the form. Add event handler. Okay. Close, make sure you save and publish. And then I'll refresh the contact form and show you how this field behaves now. Okay, so clear this out so I can show you how it works. All right, and now you see that we only see the accounts, and we no longer see the contact records. So it's much more streamlined. It doesn't cause confusion for your users. It's much easier. Just like that. And we're good to go. All right, so finally, the last thing we're going to go over is how to calculate the gross profit margin on your quotes. So in some cases, if your products have a cost associated with them, and then you also have a price, so those things are separate, you can add a couple more fields to calculate the profit and the profit margin that your company is getting by selling those products. So I already have this prepared, but I'll show you a few of the fields and how I set them up. So I'm going to go into my form editor for the quote. And just to preface, I already have on my quote products, I'm already bringing in the cost from the product catalog. So that's something that you'll want to set up beforehand. Okay. And then here I created a total price, which actually is just a copy of this field right here. I just added it here so that it was easier to see where I was getting the numbers from and how I was calculating it. Okay, so I added a total price, and then I created a profit field, which is just a currency field, and then the profit margin field, which will contain the percentage profit that they're gaining. Okay, and then the total cost field, you can go into that field and look at that together. So the total cost field is a roll-up currency field. A roll-up just basically means that it is taking another field or a child record, a field on a child record, and adding all of those up or counting them, depends on what you want it to do. So in my case, I wanted to sum the cost field on all of the quote products. And it allows you to choose the quote products because it's a related entity to the quote. And that is the entity where our field is located. So again, we're on the quote form and we choose the related entity of quote products. And then it's going to sum every cost that is on the quote product form. So if there's no cost on that quote product, then it'll just be 0. And I'll show you a couple of these. So we can close that out, close this. I just have a couple test products up here, and you can see that I have a price per unit, and then I have a cost that's associated with it. Same thing for the next one. I have a price per unit, and then a cost that's associated with it. And that's where here we have $50 plus $80, which is $130. So that's where this 130 is coming from. It's adding up those costs from the quote products. And if you were to add another product, we could do that with you. So this is kind of a test environment, so just bear with me here. I'm going to change the product ID. Okay. So the price of this, we'll say is $200, and then the cost, I'll get it $100. So it's a 50% markup or 100% markup. just looking at an error. All right, so it's 50% markup. We can save and close. Now when we go back out to our quote form, we see that total price has been updated since we added our new product, but total cost hasn't. We're still at 130. You see this little refresh symbol here. If you click that, it will recalculate your cost for you, and then it will also recalculate your profit margin percentage and profit dollar amount. In order for the profit and the profit margin to calculate, we're going to use JavaScript. And I have this JavaScript running whenever the cost or total price changes. So again, this is something you'll do from your form. You'll go to the total cost field, open that up, and then go to the events tab. And you'll see that on change of this field, we have calculate gross profit margin function running. So that's why that works. And then you'll see on the total price field as well, we have the same function running. And that's because the profit margin percentage is dependent on both of those fields. So if either of them changes, we need to recalculate our percentage. And that is basically it. Again, you can get the JavaScript that I used for this function on our blog. And if you have any questions, you can comment in the section below the blog and let us know. And that is it for this month's Google Hangout. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.